Why does a Stray Kids World Tour 2026 search spike look bigger than a normal music update? The answer has three parts: public waiting, repeated city stops, and images that outsiders can verify. A song can be loved quietly. A fan account can stay inside one corner of the internet. But a tour creates crowds, lines, airport arrivals, ticket windows, posters, and clips that turn private fandom into public evidence. Start with the crowd before the show. Picture the line outside a venue. The performer is not on stage yet. The music has not started. Still, the line already says something. It tells passers-by that people are willing to wait, travel, pay, and be seen caring. Public waiting turns taste into social proof. The historical mechanism is straightforward. Popularity becomes more believable when it leaves a visible trail. That trail can be a theater queue or a newspaper advertisement with city dates. It can be a sold-out sign, a police barrier, or a wide shot of fans waiting in the rain. A tour is not only a set of performances, it is also a machine for making attention visible. This pattern is much older than streaming. Traveling theater companies, vaudeville circuits, jazz tours, rock shows, and pop concerts all depended on routes that moved ahead of the performers. Posters announced the city. Newspapers printed the date. Box offices sold the seats. Local crowds then confirmed whether the promise was real.
Beatlemania is a clear Western media history comparison. The Beatles were not made famous only by records. Airport crowds, screaming theater audiences, police lines, press photographs, and television appearances made demand visible to people who were not already fans. A person could dislike the music and still understand that something public was happening. Crowd images matter because they answer a question that a song cannot answer by itself. A close-up of a fan can show emotion,
but a wide crowd shot shows scale. The wide shot asks, is this just my feed? Or are many people reacting at the same time? World tours keep producing those images in city after city, so the proof does not stay local. Now bring that back to Stray Kids World Tour 2026. The modern search spike is not only curiosity, it is verification. People search dates, cities, pre-sale rules, seating maps, airport clips, set lists, and fan videos. Each piece helps confirm the size and movement of the event.
The tour gives fans a calendar, but it also gives outsiders evidence they can inspect. A date and a crowd do different jobs. The date tells attention when to move. The crowd says that attention has already become public. When those two signals overlap, a tour can feel larger than a normal entertainment announcement. Here is the turn. Proof can arrive before the performance. A line outside a venue, a sold-out screen, a packed train platform, or an airport crowd can make
the event feel important before anyone hears a live note. That does not prove the show is good or bad. It means the audience itself has become part of the media object. The old box office line worked like a public signal. Anyone could walk by and read it. A long line suggested high demand. An empty entrance suggested the opposite. Modern platforms translate those signals into searches, reposts, comments, and clips, but the emotional logic is similar.
People want evidence before they commit attention. The queue also became a ritual with its own labor. Fans chose when to arrive, what to wear, what sign to carry, and which stranger could hold their place. Venue staff set barriers and checked bags. Vendors worked the curb. Photographers knew exactly where the most legible crowd would form. By the time the doors opened, the pavement outside had already produced costumes, friendships, arguments, photographs, and a visible estimate of demand.
The show had started socially, even though the stage was still dark. There is a local pride effect too. A city stop tells fans that the story is not happening somewhere else. It is coming near them. People ask whether their city is included, whether friends are going, whether tickets are possible, and whether the crowd will look big enough to matter. Search spikes and crowd clips can exaggerate. A loud fan base can make a topic look universal when it is only intense.
Camera angles can make a room look fuller or emptier than it is. Resale chatter can confuse demand with speculation. The careful claim is not that every viral tour proves lasting cultural importance. It is that tours produce visible signals people use as evidence. Every media system has wrestled with this problem. Newspapers could overhype a performance. Promoters could stage excitement. Radio could repeat a name until it sounded unavoidable. Television could turn a screaming
audience into a national story. Social platforms are faster, but the question is familiar. How do strangers decide whether attention is real? Once a crowd image travels, it changes what the next audience expects to see. A fan in another city is not only buying a ticket for music, they are joining a chain of visible proof. A parent, journalist, venue worker, or casual viewer can look at the same image and read a simple signal. This event has momentum. That loop repeats. A poster leads to a queue.
A queue leads to photographs. Photographs lead to searches. Searches lead to more clips. Clips make the next stop feel like part of a larger story. The performer matters, but the public scenes around the performer help turn interest into something outsiders can measure. A world tour answers with repeated public scenes. City 1 has the posters. City 2 has the queue. City 3 has the airport arrival. City 4 has the clips. Each stop becomes a small test of the same claim.
Are people showing up? That is why world tours are so useful for fandom. They let private attachment become geography. A tour queue became part of the show because it made fandom visible before the doors opened. Stray Kids World Tour 2026 is the current hook, but the pattern is old. Crowds, posters, cameras, city stops, and box office lines have long helped culture prove itself in public before the first note. For more evidence-led stories like this, like the video and subscribe.
See you in the next one.